Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
sound fine. You sound fine for sure.
Awesome. Okay. There it is. We are live. Planet Xbox episode 29. Wow, we're inching ever so closely to 30. We might actually last a few more episodes, but just want to say what up to everyone watching, everyone tuning in, and want the panel to introduce himself. We're gonna start with Frog.
What's going on, everybody out there? It's dope. It's Frog with Dope Gaming. You can find me on PlayStation at Frog-N-Pepper, and you can find me on Xbox at Frog's Dream. I love talking gaming. I love playing everything. I'm not going to really say add me to Switch because once they get their internet service up, maybe then. But yeah, I'm just here to talk games. Just living the dream.
Yeah. You said Frog with gaming. I thought it was gaming with Frog.
Well, you know, I'm gaming with Frog, but
something with a frog.
Yeah.
And Merc 305
dope gaming. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yo, what's up? It's Merc 305. We're back again in here. It's Merc 305 on Twitter, Merc 305 on Xbox, Merc 305 on YouTube, and eSmart810 on PSN.
That's too bad you can't change your name.
Nah, I can't. Unfortunately, Sony doesn't support that functionality in 2018.
Grind my gears.
Yo, what's up? It's Grinds My Gears. I am Jez7780 on Twitter, Jez77 on Xbox, and Jez7780X on PlayStation. Glad to be here, ready to get some gaming going. Middle of January. We're halfway through without any cancellations yet.
Yeah, I know January is usually the month, man.
I know.
I thought we were going to get that Crackdown cancellation in January. So, I am Kid Smooth, aka the best spot. I'm Kid Smooth on Xbox, Kid Smooth on YouTube, Kid Smooth on Twitter, and Kid Nerd Smooth on PlayStation. And my social security on the Switch, it doesn't really matter right now because I don't have a Switch right now. I see some jitter in the chat saying BG's about to go live. So our views is going to take an L. These motherfuckers need to find a new day to start going live. Trying to see what new could BG be talking about.
Probably about Zaire.
It was Zaire. Oh yeah, I actually was interested to see it, but I was at work, so I missed that whole thing.
Oh, that's
like I was like, "Yo, that actually happened."
I missed it.
Yeah, I got in the Discord. I talked to BG after that.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it. I wasn't. Really
that was pretty. I didn't think my dad would see that. So, shouts out to BG and the Weapon Wheel crew. BG went in there, did his thing, and unfortunately, he was kicked out prematurely.
I thought Hard 8 was kicked out.
I think they all were kicked out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Z ended it. Wait, as soon as BG cornered him, Z ended it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is what it is, but I don't know how often you're going to see something like that happen again. And I'm pissed that I missed it and wasn't available for that. But yeah, somebody Mel Sensitivity asked me, why am I doing a podcast today? Planet Xbox is every Wednesday.
Yes,
every Wednesday night. It used to be Tuesdays, but then I stopped because I was getting my ass kicked by RDX. So now I figure I go Wednesday. It's not really much going on Wednesday, but everybody wants to live stream today. So it is what it is. All right. First thing before I get to today's topic, I do want to address a few things. So a lot of you guys, if you follow me on Twitter, notice I was probably ranting. I got myself in a Twitter argument with some dork, and he was very, disrespectful in his way. I invited him on a podcast to see, hey, you seem to have a problem with me. Let's air it out. He didn't want to. He didn't want to debate. It seems he was upset at the fact that I said Street Fighter was dead. But he was all in the Kool-Aid because apparently, and this is so make a long story short, anybody that doesn't like me, you got something to say, you want to say something sideways, and you want to take it to that next level. I'm more than happy to have you here. So you don't have to be a Twitter warrior or a Twitter gangster. You can say it here. It's not technically to my face, but at least I can hear you. I can hear what you sound like and kind of understand where you're coming from. If you're gonna sound that upset on Twitter, you are welcome to join in and talk your fucking shit. And then after you're done, we can kick you out. But the thing is, what bothered I don't want to say it bothered me today because it didn't bother me today. Porter Rock posted something on like Twitter in regards to Killer Instinct, and he was like, I think referring to asking how is the community what happened to the game, right? And I responded and just let him know like, hey, the game's been updated over the past 4 years. They had 3 seasons. It just had a 4K update alongside the Xbox One X. It's been getting content update. I don't understand what you mean by like that. Like, as it's died, even though the game's been active 4 years, like, you know, wait until the final year of its like as content starts to slow down to ask questions about it. But so a lot of people came in, namely Jabari, talking about it was dead, it's dead. I'm like, and I was like, well, how is it dead? And these are coming from people who primarily play on PlayStation. Some of them don't even own an Xbox, so they don't play Killer Instinct. And he shows me a poll that he created that had 27 votes at the time, and he was trying to start a possible Killer Instinct tournament, and votes were heavily favored and not interested. And I told Jabari, I was like, hey, you have 1,500 followers, right? And everybody know who Jabari is, right? Jabari?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You are a PlayStation guy. You are usually caught bashing Xbox or talking shit about Xbox. So your following, of course, will vote against it to not be a participant because probably half your followers maybe don't have an Xbox. Not interested in Killer Instinct. So to say based off 27 votes that the game is dead based off a poll he conducted, I told him, I was like, hey, you realize that doesn't mean anything. If Crap Gamer, I'm sorry to pull Crap Gamer's name out, but if Crap Gamer posted the same poll, it would be different results. Opposite. So I'm like, you can't really use that to say the game is dead. And then I think Porter Rock came in, he says, I'm in my feelings. Because I'm trying to explain to people that the game is that the game isn't dead. I mean, I play Killer Instinct's a game I play maybe once or twice a week. Once I rage quit from a game, or if I'm done, I'm sick of, I'm getting tired of the game, I'll put on NBA Live or I'll throw in a Killer Instinct just to fucking button mash and just to blow off some steam, right? And so Porter Rock says, I'm in my feels, the game is dead or something like that. And I'm like, I don't understand how a bunch of people, and this drives me nuts because I hear people say it about Gears, and I hear people say it about Halo, and now they're saying it about Killer Instinct. It's always these primary PlayStation fans or fanboys or these primary PlayStation guys are the first to say an Xbox game or Xbox exclusive is dead. They try it with Halo. I had to let somebody have it about Halo. They try it with Gears. Had to let somebody have it about Gears. Now they're trying it with Killer Instinct. I'm like, these are games you haven't played. You haven't played. You clearly haven't played, but you somehow know the game is dead and you haven't even touched it. It's been out for 4 years. It's been out the whole generation of the Xbox. It's been updated with seasons, story content, and characters every year up until 2017. And now in January of 2018, you now want to call it dead after you finally get an Xbox and you can jump into the game if you want. You can buy it, whatever. It's like at this point, it's far from dead because now if you're buying the game right now, you have 4 years of content available in one package where other people had to buy in increments. You know what I mean? It's like I don't understand where the logic comes from. And he was more of this, and I'll tell you because his recent tweet was like laughing at me, right? So, where is it? This freaking feed, this Twitter feed. Like some of these guys get on my nerves with this shit. Yeah, because this question was like, what happened to Killer Instinct? That game fell off the radar. And he's saying this January 17th, 2018. The game came out in 2013. Think about this. This is not a game that came out in November, right? So he says, what happened to Killer Instinct? A 2013 game, by the way. The game fell off the radar. Any rumors of a sequel? Is that something Microsoft is interested in doing? And I responded, Killer Instinct has been supported the last 4 years. Last update was Xbox One X 4K update. They've had 3 seasons of new playable characters, 2 seasons of story. And I asked, how did it fall off? The community still exists in play. And the reason why you were tagged in that, Frog, is because somebody asked me when was the last time I played. I was like, well, I played last week with Frog. So,
right.
But and what was it? He came in when I'm trying to find a comment where he said I was in my feelings, and that kind of fucking that's what irked my fucking nerves, is when he said I was in my fucking feelings. There we go. Man, come on, damn it. All right, he was like, Kid Smooth is just in his feelings. I'm sorry I'm wasting your time.
No, you're good.
Some of this stuff I have to get off before I forget about it. Man, this feed is big as fuck for no reason over a game that came out in 2013. Shit. Damn, was that in a reply?
I remember seeing it.
I remember seeing it too. Because I saw that come up on Twitter.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, I was in it because I found the forum.
You were in that tweet, right?
Yeah, I saw a forum on GameFAQs where somebody's like, "Is it dead?" And the guy's like, he kept getting matchmaking with the same person.
With the same person, yeah.
And then he's like, "If I get to gold or silver level, is there more like? Is there like a bigger player base? Does everybody have moved on?"
Is that for Killer Instinct? Or
yeah, for Killer Instinct.
No, this Black Bond and Gamer Lives Matter beef is like flooded my notifications, yo. That shit drives me fucking nuts.
My thing on it is I totally agree with you. You know, these polls and stuff like that, you know, that's why I try, if I see a poll, I always try to retweet it to try to spread it as much as possible, because it's silly if you're primarily a single console gamer, if you have a following of a console, then to do a poll about another console it's a biased poll. Like, it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't hold any value unless you spread it out. But the one thing though I would have to say is that I do think that, you know, with that 4K update, Microsoft, I don't know why they stopped with their seasons, because I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, how many can you now? I mean, I figured they would go 2 or 3 seasons before dropping like a sequel. I don't know how many seasons they could go, because didn't they run through all the characters? Because they started putting other Xbox based characters in there, like
Arbiter and cool.
shit. And it was pretty dope. All right, so I found the tweet, and I'm gonna try to share the screen. Hopefully, I don't got porn up or anything like that. That was gonna get me like, that would be worse. Let's share my screen. Hopefully I do not have porn up. Please, I don't have. All right, let's do it. All right. I don't know if you guys can see that, but all right.
Yeah.
So Jabari says it's dead, and I just finally responded with Street Fighter 5 is dead. And then Porter Rock comes in. Kid Smooth caught up in his feelings. Bro, stop it. Killer Instinct fell off. Microsoft needs a sequel. My tweet is probably the most action K I got that past year. Now this tweet actually annoyed me, because he says Killer Instinct fell off. How would he know that? And I'm like, and so I asked him, I was like, how am I caught in my feelings? I like how people who don't regularly play the game somehow know how the game is doing. It's always PS guys trying to tell me how Gears, Halo, and now Killer Instinct is doing, even though they don't play them. It's laughable. Last update was 2 months ago. And I continued, niggas open their mouth after 4 years of support. Where was this the first 3 years? Laughed my ass off. And he says, let me see if this is a continuation. Oops.
I don't know why it came up.
Yeah, he says, like I said, all up in your feelings. I didn't. This is where this also bothers me. He says, like I said, all up in your feelings. I didn't own an Xbox One for 4 years ago. I didn't own Xbox One 4 years ago. So you crying about that has nothing to do with me. I'm talking now in its present state, its future, and if I should be even bother paying for this. This isn't about your feelings. It's about my money. And I'm like, wait a minute. He just answered your own question. You're asking about the game, and then I'm telling you all the years of updates, and then you're like, oh, I didn't own an Xbox 4 years ago, but you didn't own it 4 years ago, but now in this current day, you know the game is dead and you haven't even bought it yet. So I continued. You answered your own question. Has nothing to do with my feelings because it didn't. If you decided to get the game now, it has 4 years of content on it. People still play it if you're wondering if people are still playing online. And it has story content too, just in case you don't care if playing online, you can play a story. My issue is how a nigga call a game dead when they didn't even play it. Once again, nothing to do with my feelings. You posted the question, I answered, and your peers who don't play Xbox came in saying it's dead. Facts versus inexperienced opinions. But I digress. You already concluded that the game was dead without even touching it. I'm sorry about that long rant. I'm sorry. So that was on my mind. I would have done a best spot like very separately for that, but I was running late from home. It's just like the thing is, I have a great deal of respect for Porter Rock, but sometimes he says something that just like borderline like I don't get it. It's when like the whole like the PlayStation fanboy bullshit comes out. It's like, and this is what I don't like about people in general. Me personally, you guys know I'm an Xbox fanboy for what? Not because I try to hide it. It's because I tell you. You see it. It's in my YouTube banner. It's in my freaking tweets. It's in my intro or my outro. It's there. I don't care. I have a video that's trailered to my channel telling you I'm a fanboy. I don't give a damn. I don't mind if you're a fanboy. It's those people who have fanboy tendencies, but they try to put out this front that they're not. And when they do expose the little fanboyism in them, that's when it drives me nuts. It's like, be honest with yourself. Be freaking honest. And that's what I don't like. Now we can get on with the fucking show. I'm sorry about that, guys.
No, you're cool.
Any questions?
No. The only thing I was gonna say is, I watched Porter Rock. I don't have any problem with him. I like his content. That whole conversation, I understood what he was saying. I understood what you were saying. The only thing I had said before I think we went live is Killer Instinct. You know, is I believe it's a Play Anywhere title. Yeah, I'm looking Play Anywhere title.
It's on Steam too.
Same with Street Fighter. You can play it on PC. I was playing it today, and I was playing PC People. So, is there a fan base of Killer Instinct? Yeah, there's a huge fan base. As far as the PC component, I know there's probably maybe 100 people playing that game on PC because I got the stats right in front of me. Now on console, I would probably say there's probably more. And it's the same with Street Fighter. There's way more people playing that game on console than PC. So if I had to say anything, I would say maybe Street Fighter has a resurge because of the new content coming out now and this big, deal with it. Hey, it's finally done.
Street Fighter is naturally a more popular game than Killer.
Right.
Remember,
well, I think he also was quoting like Evo. He was saying like
right.
Street Fighter's on Evo, but like Killer Instinct could be voted in as a fan one, but it wasn't like the default one that. Yeah.
Right, but it's a pretty big fighting game. It has a pretty big recognition. I think as far as like Street Fighter, it's PlayStation exclusive, but it's not a true, I could say fighting exclusive game to PlayStation because Street Fighter's graced many consoles. So yeah, it's exclusive for the time being. It's exclusive to now, and it may be exclusive for life, and that's fine. But Killer Instinct, I think as far as what it does, it has I play both games. I have both games. I love both games.
Yeah, I have both games too. But I have Street Fighter 5 on PC.
Yeah,
that's where I have it on. Time that it came out, I don't know. Did I have my PlayStation at the time that game came out? But I remember buying it on PC. I still have it. I still played it. I beat it when they finally released a decent story content for it. But and I have Killer Instinct both on my Xbox, and then I later downloaded it on PC when they finally made it available. So it's like I have access to both of them, and I'm not gonna say Street Fighter, like I said, is a more popular game. So me saying Street Fighter 5 was dead was just as more of a troll response. But it's the fact that a lot of these people, for some reason, for them not to play it at all, but they know everybody who's playing it and who's not playing it. And they're not even on the platform. I don't get that.
I don't know if Porter Rock has an Xbox or not. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he got one.
Yeah, he finally got one. He got one, I think, when Cuphead came out or some shit like that.
He did. I believe he bought it for Cuphead.
But I think, like, P. Justin in chat, did bring up a point. He says, I thought Street Fighter would be on Xbox by now. And, that is a good point because, like, there's so many games that have come out on PlayStation that they didn't even announce coming to Xbox again. Like, Street Fighter is one of them, Hellblade, even No Man's Sky for what it is, but they adding update and content to it that you think they would just port it over to Xbox. Like, I just don't understand why there's no incentive or why these developers are not putting it on the Xbox platform.
Well,
I'm not for sure either because No Man's Sky is
really weird.
For as bad as No Man's Sky, as people talk about No Man's Sky, that game. So I bought it day one. That game sold very well. And now when you go back and play that game, the game is freaking amazing now.
Yeah, it's what it should be. Didn't forget about it. You think they would just like say, okay, well, same thing. And I know we make fun of Lawbreakers being zero play account.
Oh God!
But another game, sort of like, yo, man, you're at 0 play account. Yo, just put that on Xbox.
Yeah, right now. I bought that day one.
Me too. Me too. Yeah. I bought Lawbreakers.
Yeah, I was about to say, we talk about Lawbreakers. It's sad that I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh man,
what's up, Addy?
How long has the podcast been going?
11 minutes.
I definitely apologize anyone watching. I switched shifts, so I'm going to be a little late every podcast until I get through training.
Okay. Yeah, but I understand where you were coming from. I understand what I think Porter Rack was trying to say is, I guess, the whole comment, and I get both aspects. It was more or less like, and I agree with you. I totally agree. Like, I own all consoles, so this way, if I play a game, like I got a PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I played till 4:00 in the morning. I have a lot of gripes with it. Everybody's inclination about it being fun is right, but the game looks horrible. Like, me and my wife, we played it, and I was like, "Holy crap, this game looks bad," but it's fun. So once you get past how bad it looks, the frame rate is fine. Once you get past how bad it looks, it's a fun game. So I'm just kind of like, I didn't think I would get into it. And my wife has pulled me into Fortnite, which I didn't think I would get into. So I'm really having a great time with Fortnite. Now, I don't think those are my type of games, but playing that game with people is what makes that game fun. That's what makes the experience great.
What game are we talking about?
Fortnite and PUBG. Yeah, both those games.
Actually,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Kids been playing PUBG like a hell of a lot.
Yeah, because of my cousin. My cousins were playing Fortnite, and I was trying to play with them. And I hate Fortnite, and I thought because I hated Fortnite, I would hate PUBG. And I was like, all right, guys, after the last time me and Addict played PUBG, and I started feeling myself. I was like, wow, I can probably do this, So I was like, you know what, you guys are gonna enjoy PUBG so much better. So I gifted my friend. And both my cousins PUBG like the same day, and then we all started getting on it and played it. The thing is, now every time I probably got a text message from him right now asking me to get on. It's like, crap, I'm not getting any achievements because I'm playing this damn game. Like, I could be earning achievements, but I've been playing PUBG for the last couple days. Usually I'm at night I'm playing Gears 4 with Frog, you know what I mean? But last couple nights been on PUBG. And when it is, especially when you have like a crew and like a friend to play with, it's intense,
Super.
I definitely hate to say this, and kid's gonna laugh at this. I'll probably not laugh. Kid, why isn't promotion at Xbox capitalizing the title? That's gonna bug me. You don't have to fix that.
Promotion at Xbox capitalizing the title. Let me see if I can edit it right here, right now. Yeah. But yeah, no, just to give you a heads up, Attic, I kind of went off a tangent because earlier today I invited somebody on Twitter that was talking shit to me to the podcast so he can air out his grievances, but he declined. So
that's how the internet is, man. When people want to talk shit and so they put on spot. That's legitimately what Weapon Wheel is built on and why it's so successful. Like at any point, if you want to talk shit, you go on Weapon Wheel and defend yourself. That's literally the whole point of the whole show.
And then I just wanted to talk about something like Porter Rock did that kind of annoyed me because it showed like a sign of like inconsistency, but that's neither here or there. Now, but as far as topics, we actually didn't really get started, but we can start with topic. There's two big controller updates. We have the Duke coming out at the end of March for $69.99, And there is rumors of the Elite controller version 2, which is going to support a USB-C, Bluetooth, and I forgot what else
internal battery.
Yeah, internal battery. Things people have been asking for. So that's going to be a $200 controller.
All right. So what are the leaks? I just came back. I apologize.
It's on the Chinese site.
No. There's an official release for the Duke controller, and then the Elite 2.0.
Official release for the Elite?
Not official. It's rumored, but it's a believable rumor as they have like the specs already, and it's due this year. And of course, people are already, as usual, when only Xbox is the only company that can't release controllers without getting shit for it. So people are on their bullshit again. They don't want the Duke, even though we have original Xbox games that are playable, which would be weird to play with a standard Xbox One controller because the placements were different. There weren't no RB and RB and LB button during their original Xbox days. So I can understand the nostalgia of the OG Xbox controller and then having it to play the OG Xbox games. I don't see why that's bad at all. The Elite, people had their gripes with the original Elite, and we knew a 2.0 had to be coming just to be more modern. USB-C. That's going to be the new standard in the next year. A controller that supports Bluetooth and an internal battery. Remember, that's Xbox. It's 2013 and you're still using AA batteries. You know what I mean? So that complaint. So it solved those problems. But because it's a controller, more hardware, it's a problem. It's a problem for people, even though it's coming from people that don't have Xbox or who ain't playing Xbox. Every time Microsoft has a new controller, it's a problem. I don't understand it. Controllers are Xbox thing. You know how there's a unique thing other than games that these manufacturers, these hardware manufacturers do. This generation of Xbox has been a shit with the controller, but last generation Xbox was shit with the consoles. You know what I mean? They had the best custom consoles,
hands down.
Nobody was fucking with them custom 360 consoles. Nobody. You know what I mean? Nobody. Now this year they got the controllers. Nobody was complaining about all those damn consoles they were releasing. No,
you can even see at the beginning of the custom consoles they released with the Halo 1 and the Forza 6 one. Those were dope, man.
Yeah. Let's be
even the Call of Duty one too.
Let's be completely honest. Like, look. I know the appearance looks bad. They do release a lot of games, and people are like, I don't know why they're comparing controllers to games, because controllers takes a fraction of the money and a fraction of the time it takes to make games, and they completely two different departments. Me and Lord Cognito from Iron Lord's podcast, we talked to the creator, one of the head developers that made the Elite controller, and he said Microsoft the entire time was iffy if they even wanted to make that hardware. Like, it was up until the last week that they were going to launch that they almost canceled it.
Now,
and they had a small. You remember how it was really hard to find when it first came out, the Elite controller?
Yep.
That's because
it was sold out for a while.
That's because they agreed that if they would do that, they wouldn't do a full launch like they would a regular controller. And then when it was sold out in 3 or 4 days, they literally spent extra money to get them double produced as quickly as possible. Remember that the Elite controller bundle?
Yeah, with Halo, that's the one I got.
The dude
the console. That's
the one I bought.
That dude told me that he had a what's what I'm looking for. He had a certain amount of Elite controllers at his disposal to sell, to retailers. He said that from the higher ups came in there and was like, yeah, we're taking these. And they took it for that bundle.
That's funny. That's funny. I mean, it was a dope controller. Got a lot of high praise. And I think the second one's going to be even more better, more durable.
There's a reason they're making a second one, because the first one sold so well.
Yeah, but did you see the photos of it? It doesn't look like it's an official Microsoft controller and not a third-party Elite type of controller.
I mean, you could have seen an old design of what the aesthetics are going to look. That doesn't mean nothing.
And it has like 3 profile settings, like that button in the middle. This, like, I don't know, like it kind of looked kind of weird, and it had from the photograph, it looked like it had a recessed or like super recessed Xbox button. Like it wasn't like flush. I don't know. It looked kind of weird. Like it looked like a third party kind of hack job. Of an Elite controller. Like maybe, yeah.
I apologize. You continue.
No, it looked when I first saw it, it looked a little off. It didn't look like an evolution of the Elite controller. It didn't look very polished. It looked very I know the photos were crappy, but it just didn't. It didn't look like it had the same cuts as an Xbox controller.
It could have been a prototype, like not final. Like
that's design. What I meant. You could have been seeing an older, aesthetics that wasn't really representing the final thing. It was just showing what it could look like once it was done.
Yeah.
Because I bet you if you see early Elite controller stuff, it probably looks crazy.
That the fact that the rumor is that the battery is going to be internal, I actually don't consider that a positive in my book. I may be in the few that actually think that, but that's not a positive.
Paid $150 for a controller.
Well, let's consider how customizable that Elite controller is. Like it might be internal, but it's easily removable.
If that's the case, then I'm with it for sure.
But they even stopped on that too. They started they made third party kind of make little brandings and stuff, like little Halo ones, little Gears of War ones. But they stopped making cool different analog sticks or different different D-pad.
Oh yeah, like the Forza Gears one. The Gears one.
Yeah.
I need to get that. I need to get that kit.
I know,
they sold them at GameStop.
And I saw I don't think it was PDP, but it was another third party vendor was making custom Halo kind of emblem ones. They could customize your controller with that. But again, they stopped. It stopped. It just was sort of they could have went down. They could have had yellow ones for Cuphead. They could have really took this away, considering how much the Elite sold.
All right.
Done that.
Tiger made a good point in the comment section. I want all you bitches on Sea of Thieves with that beta. I don't want no excuses. I don't want to hear no bullshit.
I'll be on it because you guys gotta sell it to me.
I'll give Kid. No, I don't gotta sell you shit. You
gotta make me have fun.
But besides Kid, I'll give him a pass because he ain't been talking shit about this game. But everyone else that has, I expect you on this beta, or everything you say is irrelevant and invalid because I don't give a fuck anymore.
Oh, my wife saw the trailer for Sea of Thieves and she fell in love with it. So the game is already pre-ordered.
I'm invited. I'm
ready. Good job, Frog. Good job.
I'm definitely buying it. I got to pre-order it tonight, actually.
Hey, when she looked at it, she was like, "It looks like Destiny on the water."
I want the game to be bundled with the freaking controller. I got to get that controller, man. That controller, glow in the dark,
hot, man. Hot.
It's sexy. It comes with some DLC, man. And people want to hate. People want to hate. Come on, that controller is lit. Go ahead.
I have my controllers all jacked up. I think I've bitched about it on Xbox Live. I was gonna go buy one, but after that controller's announced, I was like, I'm gonna wait a couple months and get that controller.
Yeah, I'm due for another Elite controller though. My shit feels kind of not good. I think my RB button sticks. But yeah, the Sea of Thieves controller, I don't mind it. I don't see what's a problem with that. People I think people find
making fun of the gold thing, the gold trigger. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I just bought a controller today. I just bought a controller today, and for my wife, and it was a PDP controller. The first controller I've ever bought, and it had gold triggers on it, just like the Sea of Thieves one. She fell in love with that controller.
Is it the white controller?
It has white and it has the buttons on the back of it. You can programmable buttons and everything. She fell in love with that controller. I was like, this controller feels good. And she can change out the sticks and all this other great stuff. And I'm like, you know what? That's the one thing I really think that Sony needs this generation. They don't have anybody really making third-party controllers for them.
They got exclusives.
No. They need third-party controllers. They need other options are always a good thing.
See that Monster Hunter controller though with that console?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That looks pretty cool.
That was kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the only good.
Anybody here get Monster Hunter?
Yeah, me and Addicts.
I'm gonna scoop that up too.
And you guys are talking about the Halo controller and the Titanfall and the Battle. That was PDP that made those. They made all those controllers.
All 6 controllers. You had the lock controller, the chief controller.
Yeah.
They did a hell of a
job. Got that Gears one too.
They did an amazing job. Yeah, those controllers are amazing. Actually, that's one. I give Microsoft credit's due. When they come out and they brand something with their IP, they really put their foot in their console, their hardware, and that Gears console. I have a friend, he has it, and I've seen it, and I'm like, this console is really dope. Sony doesn't really do that.
The Gears S console. He don't want to sell. He wants the X. GameStop's not giving him enough money for it. So he's trying to sell that shit on the street from a deal.
Yeah, they don't give
collector, man. Hang on to it.
Yeah, they don't give you any more money for that.
Nope.
For that.
Nope.
You know what? I wonder what that Minecraft one is going for if you were to sell that.
Same as an S. They
go by same as,
I would smack the shit out of somebody who offered me. Oh my god!
Even the controller is the same.
Even
the controller is the same.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, man, I get so annoyed with that Minecraft thing because Microsoft, they definitely let a good opportunity going. Like Minecraft's one of the biggest things. Like. Find a way to make that to the regular price of an S and keep that as a constant model and call it the Minecraft bundle. You get
I totally agree.
And I think that would have sold like hotcakes all year round.
Yeah.
They just lowered the price on it on that custom Minecraft console.
Gregory added in a comment. He said, "I'll give PlayStation a little bit of love from here." He says, "Batman PS4 console was hot."
Oh yeah, that was hot.
The finest said that, but I could have sworn Gregory said something like that too. But the Batman and the Star Wars Battlefront, the initial Battlefront, the Dark Vader one, I own both. I had the Batman,
I own that
silver Batman one, which was dope, and then I had the blackout Dark Vader PlayStation 4. I own both of those. Sold those for a good amount of money. At a point, and I still regret getting rid of my Batman one. I thought that was a sick ass PlayStation. But yeah, those they had two good consoles. But after that, they had that ugly ass Call of Duty one. They had the simple ass Destiny 2 one.
I got the first Destiny one. That first Destiny one was all right.
Yeah,
the all white one, and I had the Uncharted one.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the best you had the 20 and the 20th anniversary one that was okay with the color, the throwback color.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was a super limited run though.
Yeah, it was.
And then they did the gold one in the summertime. They did that gold one.
I think that was a Taco Bell exclusive, wasn't it?
The gold. Wait. There was the gold one that was exclusive. The gold one wasn't the gold one. Was that
Taco Bell?
It was during E3 of last year. It was like
and you can get silver too. But I believe the silver one was in the UK only,
or some shit like that. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the gold one from Taco Bell because they had a gold.
No,
one
there was a gold. Well, yeah, they brought that back last year.
Right, with the slim. Right, I remember.
It's funny. I'm one of those that goes out and like those custom consoles, like ones that are not gonna get like runs ever again. I'll snatch one up and leave it in the box, man, as a collector.
Yeah, that's what I
can find them. I will.
That's what I wanted to do with the Minecraft one, but it came out around the same time as the X. So
and they wanted $400 for it in the X.
And I'm like, shit, nah, I'll take a second X.
Right now it's $299 with the Microsoft store. Though.
Yeah, and you'll put that up on eBay, years from now, and that will hold. Like, you might get some money for that.
Definitely.
Because the GameStop, they're gonna give you the same price, man. They go, 1 terabyte. Okay, here you go, $199.
Yeah, my one regret is getting rid of that Forza 6 console, man.
Man, that was
the blue one.
Console. I regret getting rid of that, man.
Wow,
it was that blue one, right? It was blue. Right?
The blue one, man. It used to have
the stripe, and it had that thick ass controller, man.
And when you hit the button, it revved up, right? When you hit the
and in fact, the controller it came with had the texture grip way before the Xbox controllers had the texture grip.
Wow. Yep, it did. It was the first controller to have it, right?
And the only one at the time was that GameStop one, was the white one. That was the only one that had the texture grip, and the Forza one. Those are the only two.
Wow.
Now it's like a standard on all the on the controllers. I mean, hey, I'm not mad at the controllers. I know a lot of people want to use this as a joke, but it is what it is. I like quality. I like improvement. I like good shit. But let's talk about because Addict mentioned the Minecraft, but he mentioned the Minecraft and bundling Minecraft, and it's crazy that you mentioned Minecraft because the previous chief of Minecraft, what's his name? It's like his name is his last name is funny. It's like Booty. Is it Mike Booty?
Booty.
It's like what the fuck is his name?
You're talking about the guy I think it's
Mike Booty. He oversaw the Minecraft after Microsoft purchased Mojang. And now he is pretty much the new Phil Spencer.
So when was Shannon Loftus? That was my question.
I don't know. That's what I was looking for. I'm like,
because she hasn't tweeted about a game since
I can pretty much guarantee you,
she's gone.
She hasn't made any kind of announcement that she's a different position. She's no longer with Microsoft.
Well, she went somewhere else.
Let's look for her on Twitter. Let's see what her.
She hasn't tweeted about a game in probably since she got told. Remember when she criticized IGN for like Ryan McCaffrey and then she deleted that tweet. Like, she's like, you shouldn't tell people not to want to play. What was it? My favorite game of last year.
So that's your favorite game? You can't remember? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm being sarcastic. That's why I can't remember it. It's Lucky Tales. So Ryan was like in his review was like, "Don't play this game," and then she like called him out on it, saying like, "You shouldn't deter people from playing this game." And then she deleted that tweet. She hasn't tweeted about anything since, so I don't think she's involved in the game studios anymore.
Yeah. So let me read the. Oh shoot! Let me go to my.
She answers to the booty.
Yeah, McCaffrey.
Mike Booty
too. He made some
Booty.
He goes in that room and he's like booty.
All right, so Mike Booty.
His name is Matt Booty. Matt Booty.
It's Matt Booty or
it's Matt Booty.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You guys are idiots.
All right, so Game Informer reports. It says Microsoft has promoted Matt Booty to the position of corporate vice president of Microsoft Studios, making him the top executive overseeing Microsoft video game business under Phil Spencer. Booty previously stop. All right, Booty, get some booty was Booty was previously served as head of the global teams overseeing Minecraft after Microsoft acquisition of the Mojang and the Minecraft IP. His promotion fills an important seat at Microsoft Studios after previous chief Phil Spencer was promoted to executive vice president overseeing all Microsoft entertainment products on the senior leadership team. This frees up Spencer to work on a grand strategy for games at Microsoft and task Booty with executing on Spencer's vision. This means that Booty will oversees the development and publishing of Microsoft Games Library for the Xbox and Windows 10 for the foreseeable future. Spencer also wants Booty to expand operations at studios like the Coalition, 343, Rare, Turn 10, and more. Wow, Microsoft has more than 3 studios. People always forget to mention Rare. All right. So now are we going to see Matt Booty at E3? Is he going to, or is Phil Spencer going to be the lead man? Like,
nope.
Nah,
I think it'd be Phil still.
Phil's definitely going to be the lead man. Yeah.
I would think that the new guy would probably come in there.
Phil doesn't have a lot of executives, like other executives on stage, except for Ybarra and him. That's about it. Everybody else is just a developer.
Yeah, now you mention it, you're right.
Like, and he said something about this E3 is going to be different layout. Who the hell knows? But but he basically he doesn't have a lot of execs come out, so I don't think he would come out. He'll probably do some interviews in the background.
But Phil Spencer's not in the same position anymore, though. That's like the thing. He's not. He oversees Microsoft Entertainment. It's not like whereas he was just head of Xbox. That division.
Well, he's part of gaming, and it's a gaming convention. So
it's a gaming convention. Oh, okay. But like now, is this because I remember I've like Jez is gonna have a lot to say about this because his the whole Shannon Loftus thing. What does this mean? I mean, what have we learned from Minecraft? That what can he do since Microsoft had purchased like Minecraft? What do you see Booty bringing over?
It kind of goes back to whatever I said, where they want every one of their games to be Minecraft. So now they got Booty bringing every game to be like a Minecraft. Like they want that model. They want that model. So why?
When it comes down to
just a cross-platform, like just a game that has longevity, that has that. Yeah, that's what he wants to do. So
I think if anything, do we know this dude's background?
Yeah, that's what I would say.
That this dude could be completely qualified, and we're acting like he's not because he does Minecraft. I mean, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar corporation. A multi-billion-dollar corporation. I don't think they're going to promote just anyone to Phil Spencer's position.
Yeah, I still think Phil will be the lead guy at E3, though.
I think Phil will come out there, but I think that Matt will come out there and he'll do his thing, and he'll try to introduce him and say, "Hey, look, this."
Midway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we can see what happened in Midway.
Wow.
But
and he was part of also too NBA Jam, which people were trying to tie that into this revival of NBA Jam, supposedly partnering with Microsoft. So they were saying he was part of that.
Well, let's just hope his promotion isn't literally booty for this company, because that'd
booty,
be a bad thing.
Well, Shannon has to kiss the booty.
I mean, look, I don't think you even really as long as he does a good job at where his position is, I don't even think it's his position that you should be really focusing on. I think it's still Phil Spencer's, because he's sitting at the table and he has the ear of the CEO of the whole company now.
Yeah. Well, who was in Phil Spencer's position before he was there?
Shannon.
Nobody. It was they made that.
Did they make a position? Okay, so they made that. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I could have swore that position.
He had to go to the dude that overseeing the cell phone shits, like the mobile department.
Nokia. You talking about the Nokia department?
Yeah. Well, they had Xbox and like their phone department under the same bracket. So Phil Spencer had to look. I forgot what the hell the dude's name is. So they gave pretty much
believe it or not,
position.
The budget was the same for that whole division. So they would always favor because they were trying to build the phone brand, and they would favorite the phone brand over the Xbox brand at that time, because they were trying to build the phone brand, and the Xbox brand, regardless how people think, Xbox is still one of the biggest brands in gaming. And, let's be real here. The Xbox One might not be doing better than its competition, but it's still one of the biggest brands in gaming, and there's still improvement, but its phone division was needing more improvement than Xbox.
Yeah. The guy Xbox used to be under is Terry Myerson.
Yeah, Terry
Myerson. Bonnie Rush, Shannon Loftus, Alan Hartman from Turn 10, Rod Ferguson, and Craig Duncan from Rare will report to Booty.
Yeah, in fact, I think everything that has to do with the lack of games, as everybody says, for Xbox, is probably more Terry Myerson's fault than anybody else.
Yeah, because Phil Spencer didn't have an ear to the CEO. He had to go through him, and then he had to go through his boss, and then he had to go through his boss. And you got to
report to Satya Nadella.
And you got to consider just telling someone, let's say that Terry, he understands the gaming division, but he doesn't really know it.
Right.
It's, when he talks to his supervisor, and his supervisor is like, well, what do you think? And he's like, well, I think that, they need this, but, but this division needs it more than this division, because the Xbox brand's already built. And, that's why you saw a lot of them going towards more of TV interrace, because I guarantee you that was their whole entertainment division. And Terry was one of the people behind that whole.
Why does Terry still have a job? I mean, the mobile department at Microsoft is gone. I don't understand it.
I'll tell you another thing that's under Terry Myerson, the Windows 10 store.
Oh, yeah, which they should give that to the Xbox team.
Yeah. So if you notice a lot of things failing under Terry Myerson.
Yeah.
I guarantee you,
Terry Myerson is the one person that has probably this one vision.
I guarantee you, people like to blame a lot on Don Matrick, which he said some dumb shit. Some of the worst PR shit I've ever heard anything come out of
He said one dumb thing.
One dumb thing is enough to triumph everyone's dumb shit.
You know what's funny though? It's that right now all these consoles are always online all the time. So I mean, I just think Xbox at that time was ahead of their time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they were. Because
what everyone's doing now, I'm like, you want a console that's not online? Tell me the last time you looked up your console, you're not online.
Who's playing a console offline right now?
Nobody.
No one.
Not talking about
not with the Xbox or PlayStation 4. You're not.
Nah, no more.
It's crazy.
But they'll still rag on the whole Xbox, the DRM, which never happened, by the way. But people still actually think that Xbox has DRM still.
It's crazy.
The Xbox and the PlayStation were going to do the same thing. If you go back and look at it, they were going to do the same thing. It's just Microsoft kind of announced it before Sony. And Sony was like, oh, hell no. Because they saw the crowd response. Bottom line. I mean, that's just what happened.
100%.
And for people 100%. Who say that Sony wasn't going to do that, explain why they delayed their conference 2 hours.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Sony was going to say the same thing. I think the always online console wasn't a bad idea, because most games are focused about, if you just look at them coming out, they're online always anyway.
I mean, regardless if, that was the right, it might, we could say that now, 4 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, back then it wasn't the right decision. You can't, literally, that wasn't dipping your toes in the water. That was pushing motherfuckers in the lake.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. I didn't care.
See, we didn't care, but people don't like change.
Yeah, the casual audience cared. They care.
That's the majority of their sales.
Right.
And regardless of what it comes down to, you can't tell your customers, don't buy our new product, stick with the old shit. That's literally what he said.
Basically, he did the same thing that PlayStation 3 did. And hey, go get a job. Get 2 jobs. It was basically the same.
People don't understand like their phones and tablets are worthless without being connected to the internet. Like you can't
constantly have updates.
Can't do shit with it. Can't do it. This paper.
I work for a TV provider, and let me tell you, one of the things we have to suggest is, if they have a smartphone, you'd be surprised how many people still got flip phones.
Oh, interesting. 100%. Interesting.
Almost everyone that I say, you can download our app, they say, well, I don't have a smartphone.
Yeah, but AG, question. Your job, right? Do you is it like overseas, like every customer or people in a certain region?
It's mainly United States.
Okay, there. All right.
And
I bet you those people with the flip phone are probably a little bit older in age.
They are. Right. There are a lot of them, but it's still, you would consider that, those are the people buying these platforms for their grandchildren and shit too.
My thing is that it's crazy. A lot of the stuff that was, was told to us that we, looked away from and avoided. I think the only thing that was annoying really was the whole connect, like, your console, the whole conversation of like your console wouldn't work without Connect or some shit like that. That's what kind of was like the dumbest thing. But
I think the Connect thing kind of hurt them more than
the DRM. Yeah,
the Connect was not a great thing.
It's like that Connect is the whole reason the Xbox is where it is right now.
Right.
I think if the Xbox would have been $399, even with the Connect, that would have made all the difference. I think it's really just came down to price.
Oh yeah, pricing paid it. But I still don't think Microsoft's, and I may get flagged for this, Microsoft's user base and their fan base is not as big as Sony and Nintendo's. People always argue that it just isn't. Microsoft,
it's not.
Xbox is a great brand.
That's not a secret or anything.
Xbox has a great brand, but I think the thing that worked so successful with the 360 generation is Microsoft. They had a studio. Well, no, it's not that. It's that they had a gaming studio and it was Xbox. It didn't put Microsoft in it too much. With the Xbox One, the reason I can honestly tell you, like from my experience, when I first got it, I was like, this is Microsoft. I knew it was a Microsoft product the minute I turned it on, and I despised it, and I didn't care. Like the 360 generation, like everything they did from their UI, it just made sense. It didn't feel like a Windows thing. And, with this system, it's like they integrated so much Windows stuff into it. And I was like, this is so, I don't want to do this, And so it made me want to it was kind of like they just said, here's Windows 10, here's Windows this. We're going to integrate everything into one whole system. And I think that's a bad thing. They should have separated their game division and the Xbox away from Microsoft's game as far as their company. And they should have did their own thing like they did with the 360. But I think this generation, they said, no, we're going to incorporate, you're going to know this is a Microsoft product. And people don't really need to know that. They just need to know it's an Xbox. That's bottom line.
Part that blows my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. They make this. The 360 had a lot of Windows features, like the media center was heavily based on Windows.
No, but what I'm saying is like when you look at the Xbox,
the tiles and everything.
It was.
Yeah, but what I'm saying when you look at the Xbox One, it's a direct reflection of your Windows 10.
Honestly, I didn't get a direct reflection on the Xbox One until they got that first overhaul update. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the tiled interface.
Yeah, the first when we start to learn of Windows 10, that's when I started connecting. Even though Xbox One and Windows 8 looked pretty much similar in their Windows 8 mobile device, looked similar. But I wasn't thinking Windows, I was just thinking Xbox. Windows didn't come into the picture and really till they start to try to match everything up with the Windows 10. But that doesn't really bother me. But I don't know. But because I don't have beef with Microsoft,
I'm not a Microsoft fan at all. But I love Xbox. I don't like Microsoft. I don't like anything that company does. But I love their games console. But I don't use everything in my house is Mac. I don't use anything PC. I'm just that guy. That's just me. I'm not a Windows guy. I don't do anything with Microsoft Windows. I try to avoid it if I can. I'm a Mac guy.
I own
You're not Phil Spencer's dream.
I own more.
Oh, definitely not.
Than I do Microsoft. And the thing that gets me, everybody like, you're a Microsoft fanboy. You defend everything Microsoft do. I'm like, well, no. I like one Microsoft product and happen to be Xbox.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't really give a fuck about the other shit. Like I like my Xbox.
See, somebody said in the chat, they said they don't like Sony. I'm the same. Like, I'm not a Sony fan either, but I like their game console. I don't buy anything Sony.
I like Sony's TVs. They got some legit TVs.
Oh, they got some nice
cameras.
To be honest with you,
legit.
To be honest with you, I like Microsoft a hell of a lot more than I like Sony.
As far as a company, yes. But
Microsoft is more customer based.
I feel like Sony, they might make good games, but they are the most anti-consumer people I've ever met in my whole life. And you get people that like literally like live and breathe and say anti-consumerism, and then they talk about, and then like they literally put Sony on like a pedestal. Then it's like there's very few companies that you literally will not help you do anything. You can't get refunds. Their customer service is horrible.
Oh,
look what Apple did with the phone, man. The
Elite controllers, what, a whole year past warranty, they still shipped them to brand new Elite controllers.
I mean, I guess when you look at it as the company or the games, like when I look at my PlayStation, I don't see a Sony product. I just see a PlayStation. Same with my Xbox.
Okay, people in the hold on. I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt you. People in the comments saying, how is Sony anti-consumer? Sony has literally took people to court and discontinued their PSN because they told their bank to seize fraudulent charges. Shut up. Please shut up. Like there's no denying it that Sony is anti-consumer. There's no denying that shit.
I guess if I just take the Sony out of PlayStation, I take the Microsoft out of Xbox. I think to me that just makes it better. I try not to. I guess for me it's the company. I don't. As far as a company, of course, I think Microsoft is a better company than Sony. I think that Sony's customer service is horrible compared to Microsoft's. But if I just look at the games division as far as just what their product is, Xbox and PlayStation, and I don't even say, because when people say PlayStation, like most of my friends say PlayStation, they don't even think about it's a Sony. It could be made by JVC for their care. The name PlayStation.
People care about saying that it says Microsoft, Xbox, or
no. What I'm saying is the name the name Xbox and the name PlayStation carry themselves. It wouldn't matter if Amazon, Google, JVC, Panasonic made these. It's just the fact that the name itself, Xbox and PlayStation, sell itself. So it doesn't matter who actually has the product out there. But it's just when we go into the companies of the particulars like Sony and Microsoft, yeah, I do honestly think that Microsoft overall is a better company as far as the way they do their business than Sony. But when I look at the console, I just want to, like, it's like my Xbox One. Like I said, I see it as an Xbox. I just see it as an Xbox.
All right, I did get a PS4. I'm an expert. Facts.
So let's move it along.
Go ahead.
So more rumors. Well, it looks concrete that Playground is working on the next Fable. This came out.
Hey, hold on. Can we take a moment of silence and say, Addict's right? Because I remember everyone in this fucking party, besides I think Frog, said that there's no way that they're working on this game. Did I not hear this conversation like 2 weeks ago?
No, I thought it would have been rare.
What are you talking about? I said something that they're not working on.
No, everyone in this podcast, besides maybe you, Jazz, I know there's one other person, was saying, yeah, I think he's right. And everyone else is like, hell no. Everyone, including you, kid.
Yeah, I said I don't know what the take on it is.
No, really that was not including me. I was still lost on the whole thing, because remember there was a rumor that there was a confirmation that Studio Gobo wasn't doing it, and then Playground was supposedly working on a new IP. Fable would be considered a new IP, but I don't think I've ever disagreed. If somebody have the tapes and receipts on that, please share it. I mean,
if they came out and said they're working on a new IP, Fable might not be new to us, but that is a new IP to them.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
It doesn't sound like
based in the UK, right? Playground's based in the UK, right?
Yes,
yeah.
And they took a photo of the new studio that they were moving into. I think at the end of last year, they took a picture.
Yeah, supposedly they're hiring like 200 people or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of talented people from many different studios. Some that worked on PlayStation games, and
I don't like that they're making it now.
You say you don't like that they're making it?
Nope, not anymore.
Why not?
Because they're gonna put that British humor in it.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the reason they picked that.
Well, that's what. Yeah, Fable's always been about that.
I want that out of Fable.
The thing I'm shocked is they're not using any of Fable Legends assets. I was hoping that would get the game.
Those assets. Fuck that game. That game needs to just die.
It's fucking beautiful, man. Somebody needs to do something with that. I want those Scalebound assets, and I want those Fable Legends assets.
The game was gorgeous because the Unreal Engine, but I don't want that MOBA style gameplay.
It doesn't need to be a mobile style gameplay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that them and Microsoft, I've said this before, Microsoft, I think it would be good for them to develop their own engine, which may take some time, or whatever engine they have that's an in-house Microsoft Game Studio engine, and say, use this engine. Kind of like Decima, Sony says, okay, we're here, you use Decima. And I think that Microsoft needs to do that. They need to take their studio's engines and make their games on their studio's engines, because in the end, be all, somebody can come to them. Somebody can come to them and say, look, we want to make a game for you, and can we use your engine? And I think that's a good thing for them. I think that always works out to help them out.
I personally want Fable. I played a lot of Fable, like a lot of Fable. You can ask kid, the moment Fable came in the Xbox One store as a backwards compatible, it was already like, I gotta get it. Like, it was already like I don't mind the British humor. It's cool, but I feel like a Fable that's more, dark and gritty, and that when they make you choose decisions, because they kind of did that dark a little bit, but the fact that the game was that British humor, it kind of like took it away from it. It was like it was fighting its own aesthetics.
You want like a Witcher 3.
I want a Witcher in the Fable universe.
Yeah. That'd be dope, though. I agree with you, Attic. I'm hoping
my initial thought is they're probably gonna play it safe.
Well, that's where they're dumb, because I feel like that would be a more successful.
And the reason why I say that is because this is the third Microsoft IP that they have new studios working on existing IP, such as they had the new studio with Halo, they had the new studio with Gears, and now they have a new studio with Fable. And always that first game seems to play it safe, saying a proof of concept like, hey, we could do it. And then the next
I don't necessarily think that now.
Well, I feel
what do you think they would do? Do you think they remake Fable, or do they do Fable 4?
No, they're gonna
it's a brand new Fable.
It's a brand new Fable, but it's gonna be. But we haven't had a Fable 3 in a long time. Like, it's all been those little like Connect game.
I think
Fable.
Last time we had Fable, I was in high school.
Yeah, they had Fable.
I mean, there's no reason you couldn't have that British charm and still have that Witcher 3 darkness to it.
It's going to be cartoony too. I'm sure it's going to have that.
Like, I want the perfect Fable is in all the Fables, just taking the bullshit away from the ones that you don't need. Like, I want the express system from the second one. I want the combat system and the way that your weapons, morph with your decisions. Like, they'll look more darkish, and you'll get more of a darker feeling to them depending on what choices you make. And I want the story and the magic system from the first one, and then there's the perfect Fable.
I think this game, I think this Fable game is going to do what a lot of other games is doing. You're going to go into a game and you're going to be able to get weapons that are going to be the same, kind of like every game has done this. Here's your gold weapon, here's your purple, here's your blue, here's your green, and you'll be able to build that weapon up kind of like a Destiny style, because everybody seems to follow that kind of theme in their games. And I kind of see that, and I can see it being really dark, like really, really dark. Like, I'm talking about like some, Souls dark, like really like, oh my gosh, this is
mature rated.
Yeah, very mature rated. I think that's the way they're going to go. But I see the weapon system. I agree with you. I think the weapon system is going to be the thing that, and they're going to put multiplayer in there, of course. And if they don't, just imagine a huge open world.
They need just co-op, nothing further, just two people.
What happens if they take a more modernized approach to Fable, sort of like Final Fantasy 15?
Nope.
Put cars in it. They got to put cars in it.
15
I wouldn't mind it. Like, it could be like, if it plays like, this is where I don't see
all different cars in it, man. They got the
Look, 15 was you're using 15.
Yeah, well,
it was a good Final Fantasy, but it was one of the worst Final Fantasies. I literally put that above Final Fantasy 13.
It was a way for them to add cars to Final Fantasy, so maybe they'll do that.
I despise 13 with a fucking passion, and it's only right above that.
I think you got to get the demographics too, because like who they're selling it to. They're not at my age bracket. They're not selling to guys like me. They're selling to my kids who are 18, 17, 14, so forth. So they're looking at what's selling in that bracket, and what's seeming to sell is those loot-based games that you can go in, you can experience, get all this rare loot, all this great. That's what's selling. That's what people want nowadays. The casual market wants that. So I could really see them going that way. It might not be microtransactions.
Stay away from microtransactions.
No, I don't think microtransactions. What I'm saying is they'll kind of do it like Destiny, where you have the option to buy it, but you can go on a mission, you can earn that thing, and then somebody's running around with this amazing freaking axe or whatever, and it's a legendary axe, and I think that's where they're gonna go. I mean, if they're smart, they take a look at some of the past games that have come out and say, look, let's take a little bit of Witcher, let's take a little Horizon, let's take a little bit of Zelda, smash together, make it really dark, like Dark Souls, and there you go. That's what I think they do.
Or they can modernize Fable.
I don't think modernize would be a great thing.
Oh, man.
I mean, who needs to rip off other games? I don't want
not rip off. I'm talking about
saying,
certain mechanics.
Playground. How would Playground? How do you think Playground would be able? Well, they're getting people from other areas, so.
Yeah, but this thing we know it's going to look. Is the game's going to look good?
Oh, it's gonna
be a big. Like, can I don't know how like engines work, but can the engine that makes that racer make Fable? Would they have to outsource to another Fable? Another engine. I mean, I don't know how it works. Like, I'm literally,
so you're asking if you can take like the engine from
Forza Horizon and make an RPG out of like.
I mean, I don't know.
But it probably would be the best engine for RPG because
they use the port engine. Like, I don't know if that's like specialized among like racers or not. I mean, but you gotta think Microsoft does have their own engine to have it. They have to have it. They own Havoc. They bought that a couple years ago. You got Forza Tech engine. Who else has their own engine? Doesn't Sea of Thieves use its own engine, or is it using Unreal? And I know Halo has its own engine. Like, I don't know what
Gears
game,
4 is
what
Unreal
engine.
4.
You said what?
Gears is Unreal 4, right?
Yeah, Gears is Unreal. Yep.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, man, like, I'm gonna play Fable 4, Fable Remake, regardless. But at the end of the day, like, I just want them. There's a reason the Fable brand died, and that there was a lot of miscommunication when it came to the community manager promising shit that never came into the game. You had that going on, and it's just like they didn't try anything new. They didn't try, and then they had that disaster on 3 that people hated with. And I thought it was cool, but people didn't like the whole, making promises and at the end of the game, neither abiding to them or not.
Right.
Was 3 the one with the dog that you'll love your dog?
You got
2.
Dog was in 2 and 3.
That's 2 and 3. Yeah, but yeah.
And they can bring the dog back. I don't give a shit about that. It's just at the end of the day, 2's antagonist was whack, trash. It was literally like you walked in and shot him and killed him. And if you didn't kill him, the Reaver killed him. So you didn't even have to fight the last boss.
Right.
And it's just, at the end of the day, it's like, and then they made it to where you can't die. If your health gets diminished to 0, you shoot like a wave around your body. You get resurrected. The wave actually hurts the enemies around you, and you get a scar on your body for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's permanent.
That needs to go. That needs to go away because, like, that was whack. They need an antagonist like Jack of Blades back. They don't need Jack of Blades. And, if they remade the first one, bring Jack of Blades back then. Rotate the game around him. They could have did so much. But one of the biggest reasons people like Fable 1 is because Jack of Blades was a straight-up asshole. And he was the definition of, by the time I get to this game and you fight him one-on-one, you're like, this dude's going down. Fuck this dude. Like, he would literally had like Jack of Blade. I don't know. Did you guys play Fable 1?
Yeah, I did.
I played it, but I didn't beat it.
Frog, how bad was Jack of Blades? He was probably one of the worst antagonists I've ever seen in games. Like,
he was
this dude literally like your childhood friend that you grew up with, you're fighting in an arena with as an ally. And he gets up and he's like, yo, I'll give you 20 G's if you kill that bitch. That's literally what he said.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think Fable will be all right. I think they just needs to go more mature, a little bit hardcore.
What do you think? They're probably maybe a year or 2 away out. If anything,
I think more than that.
I would say more. Yeah, I would say more than that too.
Yeah.
So it's like
finishing the studio together. It's got to be at least 2 to 3 years out.
Yeah. So it's not even worth the discussion.
Because this wasn't even them announcing it again. It just adds to the leaks, man. This is like, I don't know if they announced it.
It's the next generation game. It's the next generation game. That's what, like, so it's not even worth like the hype now. If you think about it, like it's not. It's
not worth the hype.
You know, but it's coming back.
I always have that conspiracy theory.
It'd be worth the hype. Look,
it'll be worth the hype in like 4 years. I mean, I'm like, I want the like. It's this 2018. If it's
that wasn't even good to E3 and they don't talk about it because it's not. Coming out. Well, you go to E3 and they don't even mention it.
Yeah, they won't mention.
I don't think it will be at E3.
No, it won't be at E3.
No,
and if it is, I'd be surprised, and it would be a CGI cutscene.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. It'll be some Death Stranding bullshit.
I think it would. I think Fable the Fable 4, Fable reboot, whatever it is, will come out before Death Stranding.
Oh man,
it'll be a very silly fashion.
Because I really don't.
I can see that happening.
I don't think
that's totally good. That's why I say that.
I don't even think Death Stranding's too far into its development. I think if you were to put them side by side, Fable might be 6 months behind Death Stranding.
I think Death Stranding is going to be episodic.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
I do.
Oh my God. I think Death Stranding is going to be next gen.
I see Death Stranding being something kind of like the Hitman, where it has seasons, or what is it like? The Hitman had like, I think, was it seasons or something like that? Season 1 is it? I think I can see that being kind of episodic, kind of like that.
And the Final Fantasy remake is going to be episodic.
Yeah, you know? I think
everybody keeps adding to their PlayStation games list. They keep adding.
You talking about Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah, they keep adding Final Fantasy 7 and Death Stranding to the fucking list. And they'll add it
coming out.
It'll add The Last of Us.
Final Fantasy 7's coming
and
out.
And they'll add it with like Spider-Man and Days Gone and Detroit as if they're all coming this year. It's like amazing.
Final Fantasy 7's coming out for Xbox. So.
Yeah, I think a year after.
Yeah, they got a year after.
I mean, I got an Xbox. I got a PlayStation 4, but don't think I won't repurchase it to get those achievements.
I won't.
Yeah, I know whenever it comes out, I'll buy it.
I just want the only part about Final Fantasy 7 that I'm really, really interested in is I want to see the Shenron headquarters massacre that Sephiroth does at the beginning.
Yes, yes, they better do that well. They better.
What do you mean? Is this a multi-plat podcast?
Oh, I see that.
About like 2 games on PlayStation, and the rest have been Xbox.
No, this will be multiplat if we talk about those cardboard boxes for Nintendo. Then it'll be multiplat.
Oh yeah,
those cardboard box things.
Oh gosh,
I'm on. Let's see.
Oh, you fixed it. You still got to fix the at. You got to capitalize the A in the at as well.
What the fuck are you talking about? Oh no, I don't capitalize mid words.
You got to capitalize mid words. Fuck you, capitalize it.
Well, you got big booty at Xbox or something like that.
Big booty,
big booty at Xbox.
Speaking of booty, you guys interested in those sex dolls?
Oh my God, let's not talk about
that.
We should.
I'm totally clueless to what you're talking about right now.
Oh, you're not on Twitter.
Any of those asses get fatter.
But I don't know what's going on. I heard somebody say something about a $6 and Joe Budden. Joe Budden was talking about the sex. Is that you're talking about? What Joe Budden was talking about? The sex dolls?
No, the $6.
No, people have been posing this shit all over the place.
Oh,
and I swear, for everyone I see, the ass gets fatter, and I'm like, holy crap.
Links on Amazon. You read the reviews.
Kids be like you about to buy one of these.
Wait, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
they're sex dolls. Yeah. They're not the robots. They're sex dolls.
No, okay.
Like soft and plush, and they got like all the works.
Movable
fingers and thighs and legs and shit. You can wrap them around you and shit. All sorts of shit.
That's too much, man. I got a wife for that. That's too much.
Yeah, you're all right for that. Hey, but at that,
oh my God, just stop. Don't
go can you pose her in those positions and stuff?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I mean,
kids will end up buying the same clothes that doll has for his chick.
Yeah. You should buy one and have like live stream with just it sitting there, like. in the corner.
My god.
Yeah, no. If I were to ever get one, I would rent a separate apartment for it. Like I can't.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Pre-ordered.
Imagine like kid really want to be a savage. Like his chick come home from work, working all day, sees that sex doll in the bed. What the fuck is this? You gone. Get out. You gone.
Nah, I can't let anybody throw away. That's a $4,000 investment. Them shits is expensive as fuck. Like
no, I'm talking. You say your chick is gone.
Variety of spice of life.
Wash it down with the washcloth.
See, I think all guys. I mean, if you get put in a doghouse, or maybe it's that time.
Oh my god! Shut up!
I'm just throwing it out there. Dog. We might talk about that when I bring back apples and oranges.
You are the best bot. Man. He is the best bot. He likes all bots.
Hey, just say, hey. You know what I mean? Yes. He's at be careful. You might go
hey, how much you guys want to bet that he had weapon war court? I was about to say.
No. It is what it is.
It's being brought up. We know.
Of course, it'll be brought up, but it's just stupid. It's there. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not against the law for me to comment on it. You know.
Every time I'm like, yo. You know, I could skip Weapon Wheel. Kid says some dumb shit. I'm like, I gotta watch Weapon Wheel.
Oh man. Somebody asks why isn't Hardy on this 2017 CSAs? You gotta ask Black Mom for not nominating him. Like, I get beat out the first round. The last 2 years I've been nominated for CSAs, I've been beat. I lost to Colt this year. Last year I forgot who I lost to.
Jack Move is on it?
Jack Move, don't think he's ever been on it. BG lost to Tim Dog this week.
BG was on this. Oh, you joking?
No, he lost to Tim Dog.
Why isn't Blackbone on it?
Because he's the host.
Yeah, that's some biased shit right there.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. We already know who's gonna win. It's gonna be one of the, like, you know what I mean. I already know it's gonna be the same. You know, I think Crap Gamer won the year before. Mooch won last year, and they're probably gonna, you know, depending
go
on
back and forth, man. It's just gonna go back and forth between those two guys.
It's interesting, but I'm not going to win, so people can't be calling me the biggest fanboys. I'm always out in the first round, so. And I lost to Colt. And I don't even think Colt's a fanboy. I think he's well educated. He got a nice radio voice, and you know he does good work. So
yeah, John killed him on PUBG. It was funny.
Who killed him on PUBG?
John walked into a house and just laid him and All Digital out at the same time. I actually have a screenshot of that.
Oh, okay, got you. They were. Oh yeah, got you. That's funny.
But you guys keep talking. I'll actually get the screenshot.
Yeah. What am I about to say?
Speaking of PUBG, did they put that trial up?
No.
Nope.
Yeah,
they have not.
Pretty good. They did that.
The service, man. The service.
Yeah.
Still can't try out the game, man. Yeah, I know.
All right, kid.
Yeah.
Show this. Show my screen.
Okay. Let me open this up.
It's gonna pop up and have a doll there.
Oh shit! He's like, I ordered one already, pre-ordered.
Am I sharing
yeah,
it?
you know.
Am I sharing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there it goes.
Wow. Oh yeah, he caught them both. Oh wow. Wow, that's funny.
Walked into a room and just put them both down like instantly.
Wow.
That's crazy how he ran into them in the match.
Well, I mean, it's 100 lobbies. That's a good chance that will happen eventually.
That is true.
And you could tell me and Sinister are down. I got ran over by a car, and so did Sinister. And John was clearing out that building to the right, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then that popped up.
Oh, you actually got a chicken dinner solo last week, actually.
The Xbox One S version. Holy crap!
It runs fine. I don't have any issues.
How do I stop the share?
I have both. I actually have the X and the S, and I've played it on both. And after the last update, man, it actually runs okay on the S.
Yeah, it runs really good. Yeah, it looks good.
It runs fine on my X. Minimal frame rate drop. Now, my day one VCR Xbox One, that thing runs like trash.
Oh,
my wife will not play that game. She goes right back to Fortnite. She was like, "No, this game, I can't do it." I'm like, "Just play it. It's fun." She was like, "No, okay, I can't do it."
Okay, Jansen, in there talking shit, you're gonna have to hold this time out.
Why? What did he say? What did he say?
There he goes.
Well, he's gonna let you hear.
What did he say?
I can't wait to see Jansen in the party. He's gonna let you hear for blocking him. Yo.
I didn't block him. I think I've timed him out every time I've seen him in the chat. He knows I'm fucking with him. He knows I'm fucking with him.
All right, guys. You guys got any questions for us for the panel? Shout out to the finest. You know, he's been active in the chat today. I know. I'm trying to see. Stu Jersey X is in here. Just trying to see some familiar names. If you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, because it was sure, so we kind of covered all of our bases.
Somebody asked, what game do you play usually daily?
Daily? Daily?
PUBG apparently.
Well, over the last, I don't count PUBG since I started. Like I didn't really start getting into it until like the last 3 days. NBA Live is my daily game. Daily
game you rage at.
I play a lot of Gears, man.
I've been playing Live in Gears lately. It's like I feel bad because like I'm limited hours like over the last couple weeks when it comes to work, and I come home and it's like, damn, like I'm playing Gears, but I'm doing like the multiplayer. I'm playing PUBG. I'm playing NBA Live. I'm not doing anything that's showing I'm actually doing progress or getting achievements. And I hate not getting achievements and being all the way in the 30s on like the leaderboard. It drives me nuts.
I got a couple things to say real quick. Yes, I will start Bloodborne tomorrow.
Man, whenever you want me to join you, let me know, dude. I'm down to play with you.
Grant Ross asks, Addict, is Bloodborne overrated like Smooth said it was? That's a question for you, Addict.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't think that you think it's overrated. I think you just suck at it.
No, I said it's overrated.
Really?
That's because you suck at it.
It's overrated game.
Look, when it comes to that formula, that Dark Souls
you don't like soul games.
You don't adapt to it. You don't try it. Like you die like 10 times. Like, dude, I died like 15 to 20 times fighting the first boss. I fought him for like an hour and a half. It was the dude in the graveyard.
Oh.
I'll be honest with you. I'm more smooth on this one, man. I actually do not like the game at all.
Really? Yeah, games is like the most.
Wait, do you like Souls games, or you just don't like?
I'll be honest with you. I don't actually like those hack and slash type Souls games. They
okay, that's what it is.
Yep.
Okay,
that's really what it is at its core. To be completely honest.
It's a fucking
I can respect that though. I can respect that.
Nigga, you can respect that, but you couldn't respect when I said it.
No, because I think you should play Souls, man. I think you need.
I just said. I said when I first explained to you, I told you I don't like.
No, but the difference between you and him saying it is like I kind of told you, like you need to jump in there with some friends. Go, dude. That game is really good with your friends. Jumping in with your friends.
It's not natively multiplayer with your friends. Like that. Like
what are you talking about? You can play with
like single player games.
But you can play all the Souls games with two of your buddies, and you can rock out, man. That's what makes it so fun.
But what did he say that made it convincing that I didn't like? And I played
because he said he just doesn't like Souls. You were like, this is.
I said the same shit 2 weeks ago.
No. You were like Souls is overrated.
Formula. That's all. You just don't like that formula.
No, I'm just Smooth. I'm just messing with you.
I'm about to say, what the hell did you just tell him?
I'm messing with you, man.
I basically told him I hate all hack and slash games.
And I told him I hate all Souls games. I hate Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne,
like this.
The Surge, what's that one? Lords of Fall. I hate all of them. I tried them all. Isn't that enough to tell you I don't like those
I'll give you another shocker. I'm not a big fan of God of War. I'm actually not a big fan of that game either. I'm in the minority.
That's a shocker.
Everyone in the comment section, me and Kid are going to be streaming Monster Hunter. How well you guys think Kid's going to do at that game?
My first Monster Hunter game. If it's not basic, I'm probably not going to do any good. If it's going to
Monster Hunter is not a basic game.
Yeah,
No, it's not at all.
That's why I'm not buying it. I'll be the receiving. I'll be on the receiving end.
Wait, pause. Hold on, wait.
Like, we game share, and like I'm not the one.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
I'm really going to pick it up, but I've never played a Monster Hunter game, so I'm interested to see.
Yeah, same here.
Wow.
I only want to play it because I know it's going to run better on Xbox.
Oh,
that's an asshole thing to say, but I just hey.
Hey, it's a multi-plat. I'm gonna buy it with my friends to play.
It's Xbox One enhanced too, so
yeah. You know, I'll take that 1800p. So just saying, you know what I mean?
Look, if the majority of my friends are playing on the Xbox, that's when I would buy it. If the majority, but more than likely in my house, because I have.
Now you on Planet Xbox, you buying everything on Xbox.
Look, unfortunately, what I've learned, and my wife said it. She said it. Unfortunately, because you have so many friends on both consoles, you're gonna. I end up buying it on both consoles, so this way my kids can play it on the PlayStation, and then when I can play it on Xbox. So I end up getting two copies. That's what I.
Let me tell you a story about Frog. Right. So
do me a favor, kid.
What?
Promote Jansen.
I'm promoting him to what?
Admin.
Jensen, don't do any fuckery because like all right. So no, let me tell you a story about Frog, right? So me and Frog started playing, right? It's when we first started linking up. Frog played in NBA Live, right?
Mm-hmm.
He like everybody, he won his first game against me, right? And he hasn't beaten me since. Now we stopped. We eventually just stopped playing, right? But I'm like maybe 22-1 against Frog. Now, Frog says, you know, NBA 2K is the game I prefer. I rock with 2K. Live is different, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, I'll play in 2K. Now I'm horrible at 2K. So we eventually played 2K. I beat Frog in 2K.
Yes.
And then Frog says, you know what? My son is good at 2K.
Yeah,
he'll beat you at 2K. Matter of fact, you gotta play him in 2K, and then you get to play him live. If you beat him in 2K, then you play him in live. So I finally play his son right in 2K. Mm-hmm. His son picks the all-time Cleveland team. Mm-hmm. So all the star players from every generation in the Cleveland Cavaliers history. And so I'm like, well, okay. So I'll pick the 90. I think the 96.
He picked
Bulls
the all-time Bulls.
No, it wasn't the all-time Bulls. It was the 96 Bulls.
Well, it was still all-time Bulls. I mean, they're still better than Cleveland.
Yeah, no, it was LeBron. Yeah, they was nobody was missing, and so I played him right. It's surprisingly, I beat him.
Yep. By 1 point, I might add. By 1 point, a buzzer beater with Michael Jordan.
I think I recorded that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't because it was on PlayStation when we did that. Okay. And then he later decided to play me in this. Now it was a couple of days. It took a couple of days for him to recuperate after the loss. I played him on live, and that was a no contest. So it was like I wanted to go on a mission to personally beat every gaming relative that Frog has, since all his kids play games.
And then, but see, what kid's not going to tell you is he's not going to tell you the whole story. Then I said, well, and I told him, I said, I don't play sports games. Very rarely do I play sports games. You can look at I said, but I like fighting games. I said, I love fighting games. I love racing games. I love first person shooters. We got on Killer Instinct, and that was a whole different story.
I won 2 matches.
Out of how many matches?
We played maybe 6.
No. We played
way because I was playing for achievements at that.
We played like 15 games. You won 2 matches, and I played. The only time I lost is when I played characters I never played with. All
right, I'm just stating this right now. Let's move on because you guys will argue about this all night.
But anyway. Yeah, he wants to be there. What he's basically saying is he wants to go on he's on a spree to beat everybody in my family. But if he plays them in games that they play, that he's not going to beat them.
But my wife 2K.
Play my wife in Call of Duty, you're not going to beat her.
Anybody would beat me in Call of Duty. My wife would probably beat me in Call of Duty. Like, I mean, I fucking hate Call of Duty. I bought this Call of Duty because of the campaign, and then it was short as hell.
I'm just telling you her strong suit.
Shout out to Gregory. I do have to play Chef Boy RG and live. I know we got to do that.
You should make a segment of playing people like that.
What?
A segment
you really
on your YouTube
should.
channel.
You really should.
A segment of what?
Of playing
on different games.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Dude, you got Street Fighter on PC.
Take that L.
You got Street Fighter on PC. I got it on the PS4. Whenever you're ready.
Like fighting games give me warts.
What?
What?
They give me fucking warts, like fucking not warts, blisters. They give me blisters.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I've never heard that one before.
Warts. No, the last time I legitly got like a real wart, I think because I kissed a frog or some shit like that.
What?
What? Wait, whoa.
Kiss frog.
Hold on.
Like a frog as a kid, like I found one in a pond and I thought it was cute.
So you kiss frogs. You're pre-ordering sex dolls.
I've never.
What's really going on?
He's living that double life, man. He's living that double life.
What's really going on?
There's some shit going down.
Yeah. Somebody said it's gay to kiss a frog. How? You don't know if it was a male or a female frog. It's a fucking reptile.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
It's actually
fight him on Twitter about it, please.
Oh.
All right, Jansen says, "Real talk. Are we gonna talk? We've been talking about games the whole show. All right, but no, let's get the hell out of here. Because we've wasted more than enough of your time.
Oh my god!
For the extracurricular stuff, I am bringing back the A&O show. Probably tomorrow. For those who are interested on Apples and Oranges.
Oh my god!
Grand Gross, your dick. He said, "Got herpes from a frog." Oh my god!
Oh my
man!
All right. Continue before we go back into another rant.
Yeah. So no. We got So for those who are interested in extracurricular activities, check out Apples and Oranges. I think we're bringing back A&O show tomorrow.
You kissed a frog to find a prince, homie. Yeah, you got
it. Oh my god. I'm and anyways, guys, follow me on Twitter, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and if you want to play some games, add me on Xbox.
The host gonna do the outro first? That's rude.
It's not an outro. I just want to let everybody know.
That was definitely an outro.
Because you guys are fucking giggling. All right.
I can't help it, man.
It's not my fault. You talking about kissing fucking frogs on the podcast?
Oh my god!
I keep seeing
he kissed a frog and he liked
it. They're trying to get smooth on court on Weapon Wheel.
Oh my god!
It's not gonna happen.
It's already on, dude. I can already guarantee you that this will be discussed.
I show up on that Discord and BG's on there. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, they're gonna discuss it because they're gonna say you're into sex dolls, kissing frogs, and what other kinky stuff you into. Oh my god! You even said you buy another apartment for your doll. That's
if I was to own one, those shits are expensive.
Oh my god!
Oh man.
Yeah, but do your outros, guys, please. We're losing the viewers.
I appreciate everyone coming through. It's definitely been an interesting, show. Found out a lot about Smooth that I didn't know before the podcast. Definitely thank everyone for coming. Definitely check out mine and catch stream on Monster Hunter. I'm sure that's going to be interesting. We can definitely take bets when kids, going to rage quit and just like uninstall. And catch me tomorrow playing Bloodborne, and then I'm done.
Oh, man, PlayStation fanboys jerk off when they see an Xbox guy playing a PlayStation game. Go ahead, guys. Grinds my gears. You're next.
Yo, what's up? Grind my gears. Jez7780 on Twitter. Follow me over there. Thanks again, guys.
Merc
305 on Twitter, on Xbox, everywhere. Thanks you for having me on.
Is Merc part of Planet Xbox? Isn't this like the second?
This is second in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
he will be if he keeps it up.
There you go.
Yeah, I like Merc.
Otherwise, I'll replace you with a sex doll.
I'm in here.
Oh god!
I'm bringing the sex doll with me on the next show. And I'll turn on, the
kid will get you a pop.
Now all I want is Kid to do a face cam and talk with the mic off camera and have a sex doll in the camera.
Oh my god!
The next show, I'm cutting on the camera, bro, with my sex doll next to me.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Frog.
It's Dope Game with Frog. I'm on PSN, Frog and Pepper. I'm on Xbox, Frog's Dreams. I have a Nintendo Switch, but I haven't found too many multiplayer games to play on it that I want to play. But add me, follow me, like, subscribe to Kids channel and playing an Xbox. I love gaming. Oh my gosh, this Frog thing.
Jez, did you go?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, my bad. Shit. Oh damn, I forgot. I was supposed to say something. Oh yeah. So next coming weeks, look out. A couple guests we're gonna have. Dimitri's Demigod is gonna be on. I'm almost calling him by his governor. I like Demigod reviews will be on a show in their near future.
Oh my god.
We got Lady Infamous. She'll be on a show next week. You probably know her from K Mega's podcast, the GWG podcast show, I think. But yeah, other than that, you guys know Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We're out of here. Peace.
Yeah.